Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful, cloudy San Antonio, Texas. The second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I'm really grateful that you're here with me this morning. You know, I like to think I'm kind of the hood version of Mr. Rogers. There's a new movie coming out about Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers, for those of you that are old enough to remember, starring Tom Hanks. It's going to be amazing. But I like to think of myself as the hood Mr. Rogers. I come on the video every morning and I say, good morning, neighbor. Good morning. Ronnie, would you be my neighbor? Felici? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I want to say something this morning, that there is a reason for your season. There is a reason for your season. Now, one of the things that people are surprised to learn when we have an opportunity to talk with one another in person is they say, Steve, how do you always stay pumped up? How do you always stay encouraged? How do you always stay motivated? It's different for everybody. One of my ways is echoes. I like echoes under bridges. I just drove under a bridge and I like punching the gas, and it's that I have learned to take the mundane things of life, the simple things of life, the things that most people take for granted, and I have come to embrace those things as magnificent and incredible gifts. And I have learned to take joy out of everyday situations, and yet I too go down. I too get jacked. I too get hurt. But it's little things like, here's a bridge. I'm going to hit the gas under the bridge. Listen to this. Like little stuff like that, I get thrills. Like, I just go, whoo, goosebumps. The little things. It's the little things. It's the fact that I had hot water this morning in my shower. It's the fact that I had a shake to drink for breakfast. It's the fact that I woke up in a bed. There are simple things that I just choose to be grateful for. Yet, ladies and gentlemen, life is life. And when it hits you, it can hit you very, very hard. You see, when the good Lord created the earth, there were seasons created. So let's just take, let's say, a fruit tree, for instance, as an example. And if you might picture yourself as a fruit tree. A fruit tree, Dono, a fruit tree does not bear fruit 12 months out of the year. A fruit tree bears fruit in its season. There is a season where you go through fall, where the fruit starts to disappear, and then winter when you don't even see leaves and things look really bleak. They look really bad. They look really bare. You don't see anything on the outside. There doesn't seem to be a celebration or a manifestation of any type of abundance. Things look pretty dismal. But what's happening during that season where on the outside things are looking dismal, that's when the roots are growing deeper and wider and connecting to the root systems of those around it, giving it the opportunity to take in more nutrients and being able, therefore, in its next season of manifestation, to even bear more fruit. Now, if you want to get real technical and biblical, there's something else that happens when someone's really wants to be very, very fruitful. And it is called, I hate to say it, pruning. Woo, pruning is tough. You think it looks ugly with no leaves and no fruit. Imagine what it looks like all clipped up and clipped off. It looks like not only does it look bad, there ain't no hope for that. But for everywhere that one branch is clipped, two come out. So there's a reason for the season. So if you were like a fruit tree, it is not natural to manifest magnificence 12 months out of the year. That's just not what's going to happen. Now, your ability to be grateful through all of it is definitely an opportunity for you. But ladies and gentlemen, like you, I have massive breakdowns. I have massive challenges in relationships. I have massive issues with building businesses and discovering my capacity by determining I'm at capacity when I break down and can't do any more or go any further unless I bring into my life a new relationship, a new resource, or a new tool or no model. You don't know you're at breakthrough until you have a breakdown, and I am subject to breakdowns just like anybody else. I just tend to be happier on average because of the mundane things, the everyday things of life that I've chosen to celebrate. Simple, little things that most people take for granted. My buddy Brayson Verzello recently was talking, he spent a lot of time with Tony Robbins, and said, most people will focus their attention on the 5% stuff in their life that's not going right, and that becomes their whole focus and energy. When there's 95% of the other stuff that's going really, really, really good, that if you chose to discipline your mind and your heart to focus on those things, life could be much better. So there's a reason for your season. Are you in a season of great manifestation right now? Are you bearing much fruit? Are you feeling good, looking good, smelling good? Things are just good? Rejoice in that season and know that you're not failing and you're not messing up, and it's not a bad thing when that changes, because just after spring comes summer, and in the summer things get a little hot. They get a little hot. Are things hot in your life right now? It's okay. You might be in a summer season. Then you start feeling like you're losing some stuff, like things aren't just necessarily looking the way that they used to look. They're not feeling the way that they used to feel. They're not seeming the way that they used to seem, and you may get a little worried. Don't worry about it. You're just in a fall. You're in a fall season in that time, and then when you really feel broken, no results, nothing happening the way that you hope, everything seeming to take longer than it should, marked by the outcomes you're not looking for, what others may call failure, not getting the outcome you're looking for, as you traverse your life and follow in suit with a fruit tree, you recognize that seasons are intentional. Seasons are intentional. You should not expect to bear fruit and manifest amazingness 12 months out of the year. What season are you in? Are you in that spring season where you're bearing incredible fruit? Are you in that season where things are getting hot, man, and you're on the edge of what you can handle? It's summer season. Are you feeling like, damn, nothing seems to be going right, man? Nothing's happening the way that it's supposed to. Are you in a fall season, or are you broken down? Nothing's working. No relationship seems to be happening. There's no fruit on your trees. There's not even leaves on your branches, and maybe your Creator has even begun pruning because He wants more fruit. Take heart, dear friend. Your roots are growing deep and wide during winter season. There's nothing for the human eye to see, or your friends to see, or your colleagues to see. There's no evidence to see, but it's because what's going on is going on beneath the surface. The roots growing deeper and wider so you can grow taller and bigger and bear more fruit. There's a reason for your season. The other reason, in my humble opinion, for the season of fall and winter in our lives is it keeps us humble. It gives us an opportunity to be humble and to tap into that connection with the source of our life, our amazing Heavenly Father, and to lean into Him and to realize you are not a self-made man. You are not a self-made woman. Nobody ever stood on an island and became a multimillionaire. You're an others-made man, an others-made person. You are completely dependent on working with, around, and through, and for other people if you are achieving any level of incredible success. So, I end with this. What season are you in? Don't be doing, hey, if you're in a fruitful season, rock your season, man. Rock it, love it, enjoy it, but know that summer's coming. It's just the way of life. And then after summer, then fall is coming. And then after fall, there's going to be a winter when it doesn't seem to be as fruitful. These are natural things. And natural things speak of the invisible. The natural things speak of the spiritual things. So ladies and gentlemen, what season are you in? Just know this. You're in a season. You are in a season right now, and the season is going to change. Forewarned is forearmed. Wisdom gives you the ability to recognize when the season starts shifting so that you don't flip out, freak out, wig out, or bug out because you realize, hold on a second, maybe I'm shifting seasons. One of the greatest gifts to me with Facebook memories is you get to look at the pattern of the seasons in your life. You get to look at, that's weird. About that time of the year, I was killing it. And then about that time of the year, man, things were kind of hard like they are now. And look at that, my memory 2 years ago and 4 years ago, and say, be like the 3 wise men that saw the star in the sky and understood and understand the times. You see, when you recognize your seasons, forewarned is forearmed, you can then begin to prepare for your seasons mentally and emotionally moving into that. So let me just end for those of you that are in a winter season. For those of you that are in a winter season and you don't seem to have hope, you don't seem to have that joy, that spark, you're not getting the results you want, your relationships are seeming to just break down, and things are just at an apex of pain and hurt for you. Take joy, take heart, understand, you're not going to stay in that season. That's a season. You're going to come out of that winter and you're going to come into spring, and you will bear fruit again, and you will have joy again. You just got to keep showing up day after day after day. What season are you in? There's a reason for your season. Have a great day, guys.